37 minutes. 37 minutes until we get to the peak finale of Rurouni Kenshin. And guys, it's heating up. It's heating up. If you can't tell, I'm excited. I can't wait. Welcome back here, guys. It's Coco down here, host and creator of the channel. And today I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts, my reactions on the latest episode of Rurouni Kenshin. And I'd love to know yours as well. All right, let me know in the comments below what you thought of the episode. If you like the content, please hit me with the 3 strikes, like, share, subscribe, and let's get into it. All right, so this episode was, it started off kind of calmly, which was pretty good, you know. Things are heating up for sure, but it started off calm, right? We start with Kenshin writing a letter, which we later find out is a letter that is requesting the help of the Oniwa Banshu, right? He's asking them for help, while he and Saito and Sano head, over to Osaka, and get things started there. So it was cool. It was a nice breather, like the calm before the storm, right? But we find out that he's requesting their help because he understands that while they might be able to handle, the police might be able to handle the soldiers, it's gonna take some extra help to deal with whatever damage that Shishio's team and gang and army is able to like cause in Kyoto, right? With the fires and stuff. So that's why he needs their help. He also knows they have a rich spy network, so they can snuff things out before they even start, which was good, right? Which was good to some degree. Yeah, that was his purpose. That was the purpose of the letter, and yeah, that's how we started. We also see that Saito forces Chief Aruto, to like find his spine, which is weird because even when we were first introduced to Aruto, Chief, he was it looked like he was really relying on Saito, right? So I was like, oh, maybe this. Originally I thought he was like maybe part of the Shinsengumi like Saito, and that's why Saito respects him, or he also respects Saito's decision. But we can see, like, maybe from his backstory, he didn't get his position as well. It was addressed in the episode, but he didn't get his position or to be where he is currently necessarily on merit, right? It looks like he might have gotten there more of a connection type of thing because, he is struggling because he really wanted to just leave this all to Saito, but it was like, Saito was like, yo, I gotta go. You gotta take care of this. And yeah, it's the episode. I like how he was able to find his backbone, which is pretty good, because to deal with that level of an incident, you need a strong leadership. And I just in personal experience, I think one of the best ways you can find strong leadership really is in just putting people's needs above yours. It kind of simplifies the whole situation because instead of caring about, just about you or what will people think or how do I do this or that, you can just focus kind of like what's the best thing for the team? What's the best thing for the whole group? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can we save lives? What's the priority? It makes things a little simpler when you put the group first. And it looked like he was able to kind of find his answer, from talking to the kid, which for me, when I was watching that scene, when he was talking to the young kid who wanted to help, that's kind of what I got out of it. I felt like he was like, okay, you know what? This was a mess that we from the Bakumatsu era made. So it's something that we should deal with. Like, let's keep these guys out of it. Let's protect the citizens. Let that be the focus. And let's, handle this. So it was good. Saito forced him to find his spine. And yeah, it looks like he did. He found a new conviction, a new air under his belt. So that was pretty good. One of the things I also loved in this episode was Sano constantly getting like some rain on his parade, like right, because he was really hyped up. And sometimes I tend to forget that this dude is only like what 19, so he's young, but he's always full of energy. And I was actually happy to see that his, you know, Saito was there to rain on his parade every time he got hyped up. Even the horse got in on it, right? Because he's like, "Oh, you're ready to go," you know, I'm counting on you, and this thing just bites him. It's like, it's like, bro, pipe down. Like this is not your generic shonen shit is, but still, it's like you can't just go through life on hype, on guts. And I loved how they balanced that. Like it's cool, that you're hyped up and you want to help and all of that, but bro, pipe down, just relax. Okay, calm down. There'll be plenty of time for you to get hyped up. Plus, at the end of the day, I don't know if I've said it already, but I am an anime only. I haven't read the manga, I haven't read the novels, so I don't know how it goes. But I've been watching anime for about 20 years, and I can kind of see certain tropes and predict certain things. I'm not amazing. I'm not an expert or critic at any, at any point, but I can just tell like this guy Sano is gonna go into the fight Jupon Gatara, one of the 10 servants, and it's gonna be like what you're gonna fight the guy who probably taught you, that Hakai fist or whatever. You're gonna fight that guy, and then let's say you're gonna win because it's shonen, right? Let's say you win. At best, you'll probably still be out of commission. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even like you're all hyped up, but it's not like it's easy to beat a 10 sword. I'm not trying to say that, but there's 10 of them, and there's only like how many of you guys? So you're gonna go through one guy and then probably be gassed out. That's probably you're gonna be out of commission. That's my prediction. Now, if I'm wrong, I'll come out and say it. But don't spoil it in the comments. Don't spoil it in the comments for us anime onlys. I'm just trying to make a prediction. But my prediction is he goes against the guy who taught him his ability, or how to improve on his offense, and let's say he wins by some slight margin or whatever, and that's it. He's only going to take down maybe one of the 10 swords, which is still an impressive feat, but realistically, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't happen, but because it's shonen, it is what it is. But yeah, I loved how they kind of like reined him in. It's great to be pumped up, but you don't want to be too pumped up. We also got to see Misao. She has now really started to become recognized as the Okashira, or the new leader of the Oniwa Banshu, right? So she's now started. They're already calling her, even though it's taking some time, but they're already calling her Okashira. And we're starting to see her start to take charge a little bit. There was one part that I really liked where Megumi brings up a good point about when Sao was wondering about the power of, or how much it would cost to get a Gatling gun, right? Because she reasoned that because we're going against Shio's gang, we're going to need ammo, we're going to need power, right? We're going to need strength. And I like how Megumi was able to like bring her back to focus on core values and hey, listen, the reason why Kenshin respects you guys is because of your network and the relationship you guys have with each other. And that is true strength, which I loved, right? Because it is true, right? Like, yes, she said, hey, yeah, the Gatling gun, it could wipe down soldiers, even the former Oniwa Banshu, 4 of them died just to get, through one. And yeah, it's an amazing thing, but more than that, like it doesn't have, a network. It doesn't have, a relationship or anything. It's a machine. with your group, with your relationship, with your team, you can do a lot more than that. And the strength that of bonds that you guys have amongst yourselves is stronger than the Gatling gun, which is debatable. But I mean, it's debatable, and if you're trying to look at it functionally, but it makes a lot of sense, like just normally. Um, so I like how she was able to kind of also rein her back in. Her youth. You could say her youth is showing, or you could just say she's feeling the pressure of the moment. We also see that Kenshin is the letter gets to Kenshin, and everyone's on the move, right? To try to snuff, a lot of the impending events out before they even get started. Unfortunately, as you can tell from the thumbnail, if you watch it, two of some of the main gang of the Oniwa Banshu, they get caught by the one of the 10 swords. That's a wrap. Okay, so it's not. I don't. They're not gonna die because it's shonen and it's Kenshin, and they're not gonna die, but they're out for the rest of the season probably. Maybe they'll be captured, put somewhere. Someone breaks them out, and then they can do their spin the block, get their lick back a little bit, but nobody's expecting them to be able to take on a 10 sword. I don't think that fight is not it's not gonna go anywhere. I hope they at least put up a fight because they're former members, right? So, but that was that. One of the other things that I also happened in the episode was we saw that Shishio deceived some of the members of the Jukon Gatara, the 10 swords. So that was pretty I didn't expect that because I thought he would leave. It makes sense though. I thought he would leave like just the soldiers to do the thing while he and the 10 swords went to Osaka. But apparently I guess he took his most trusted members and he went with them. So he went with Yumi, Hoji, and Sojiro. So he went with those three and then left all the others to make sure the plan goes smoothly and serves as a distraction. But I like how Usui, as usual, being as perceptive as usual, he caught on. And he uses the excuse of, hey, you know what? Okay, well, it's interesting that our commanders are not here, but oh well, I'm just gonna go take a nap before the whole thing. And he's on his way to Osaka, right? I'm just guessing, I'm just predicting, I'm not sure, but this is just prediction as an anime only. And he's on his way there. You can see some of the other members also have their doubts, and it looks like they're going the same route. So my guess is probably that 5 will be left. Well, Cho is in prison, but he's still in Kyoto. So 5 or 4 of them will be in Kyoto, and 5 or 5 in total will be in Osaka. So it was cool to see that as well. It looks like she's Usui as usual. Bro, I love everything about the dude. The design, you can tell he's a badass with the sword. And then he's also voiced by one of my favorite voice actors. I don't know his name. And that sucks. But Sukuna's voice actor from Jujutsu Kaisen. But yeah, so he's a badass all around. And yeah, they're headed to Kyoto as well. I still stand on it that Usui will probably in the finale. Usui will probably be fighting Saito again. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. But that is my prediction that he fights Saito as the second strongest or the third strongest of Shishio's faction. I think he fights Saito. Bro, if he fights anyone other than Saito, if he fights someone like Sano and loses, oh, that is some BS. Like, I don't know. That would leave a sour taste in my mouth. He needs to be fighting either Kenshin Saito or Kenshin's master. That's it. Those three are the only people I see that are on his level, right? Or Shishio himself. But it can't be like it can't be some nonsense. It needs. I hope he's fighting Saito. That's my prediction. Let's just leave it there. We got what, 5 episodes? So hopefully, I'll be right. Fingers crossed, everyone. But yeah. So it's heating up, man. It looks like I said, some of the Yoniwa Banshu members got caught, so they're probably out of commission. We know for sure they're losing. And it was also interesting to see how Shishio is operating. He's going under the cover of night, which Kenshin says is, it's like kind of like a two-step plan into really becoming or operating as a hitokiri, a manslayer, whatever. And moving under the cover of night and then mixing up with people, or like being part of mass confusion, blending in with mass confusion. So it looks like Shishio's plan is to use an unassuming ship, which we saw at the end, and he has some sort of weapon in there. I don't know what that is. At first I thought it was like a bomb, just like one of those cannons, but it might be weapons, it might be oil, it might like for a fire. I have no idea what it is. I can't predict that one, but I know it must be some sort of ammo. So who knows? Maybe the ship they might do some mecha shit and make this ship like, I don't know, transform or something. I have no idea, but it looks like it's heating up, literally, right? You can see everyone's surprised, or at least Yumi's surprised, which is also a good touch. It looks like she actually loves him. I thought it was just one of those, women that just hang around you, but it looks like she actually loves him. So, and he knows that, and yeah, like he looks like he has like a real secret weapon, like a real shot at really making things hard for where they headed, Osaka, and all the residents. So it's looking good. Like, bro, when the narrator joins in, the narrator had to talk at the end. When you have a narrator talk at the end, or just joining in the conversation or explaining stuff, that tells you shit is getting real. So when the narrator talked about, oh, hey, in 37 minutes, things are about to heat up, like, it's go time. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait to see what we have in store for the next 5 episodes. I almost actually thought it was maybe only 2 episodes left, just because, in the grand scheme of things, we're on the 18th episode out of, I think, 23 episodes for this season. But yeah, I had to do the math. I don't know why. Other animes are starting to end, so I think that's what kind of put me on pressure. But yeah, like it's looking good. I love the episode. It was it's like a calm before the storm. I think the next 5 episodes are about to get heated. So those are my thoughts on it, right? Let me know what you guys think as well. I will say, let me know what you guys think in the comments as well. I will say though, guys, this channel is the whole purpose of this channel is to build a more vocal community, right? So I'm not just trying to hear your thoughts in the comments. I would love to make this more of a live stream type of situation where I share my thoughts and then I bring people up and they share their thoughts as well live, right? So that way we can put a more a face to our thoughts and our ideas, right? Like sometimes you go on, I don't want you guys to just hear me speak, right? And yes, in the comments, you have people writing paragraphs and all of that, and that's cool, but let's like bring a face to your thoughts, like if you're comfortable with it, hop on. That's the plan anyway. I'm trying to get certain things sorted. I need certain things shipped from Amazon, and hopefully that will be in. So by next week, we can actually talk about this on live, like the next episode on live. But I would like to have you guys actually watch this. I mean, watch it and hop on live with me. And then I give my thoughts, you give your thoughts. No heat, no judgment. We're just discussing what we liked, what we didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's also a small channel, so there's no pressure. No heat, no judgment, no pressure. All right. Just jump on and let's talk about it. All right. So, but for the meantime, let me know what you thought about, the latest episode of Rurouni Kenshin. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Again, if you like the content, hit me with the 3 strikes, like, share, and subscribe. All right, guys. Until next time, I'm out.